the person I am today if I had not become HIV positive. It actually propelled me into the life that I'm living now.
Well, I always say we're just like, pretty much just like anybody else now.
I think life is fabulous, and I think that you have to live every moment and do everything that makes you feel good.
I was diagnosed at 2 in 1995 when they didn't think babies, or even people for that matter, were gonna live with HIV.
All right, well, today is World AIDS Day. Canada reported its earliest AIDS case 43 years ago in March of 1982. At the time, the life expectancy for someone diagnosed was just about 1 to 3 years. Well, this morning we're highlighting Still Here. It's a powerful short documentary produced by CanFAR that captures the lives of 3 Canadians who have each lived with HIV for more than 35 years, both now thriving. Welcome Juno Award-winning singer-songwriter Billy Newton-David and drag artist and community builder Jade Elektra. So thank you both for being here this morning. Good to talk to you. Billy, I want to start with you. You're the opener of the documentary, a very powerful moment here, talking about, living this long with this diagnosis and living well. But what does this mean to you, and what do you look back on over these years now?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And
absolutely.
It's great to be here on World AIDS Day. It was a very interesting feeling when I look back and think about where I'm at now as opposed to where I was then. I was embarking on my second album.
Right.
So it was kind of devastating news, to think that, oh gosh, I'm having a hard enough time putting a record out. But then that happens. I had a lot of love around me even at that time. Mm-hmm. But there were a lot of issues. There were no drugs. There weren't.
It was
things.
Brand new.
It was brand new. Yeah. My friends were dying in New York. I was sad. Yeah. I was hiding. I had a new record. It was just a very different time, mm-hmm. And how I felt as opposed to how I feel now. Yeah. And being able to do the documentary, which Still Here, which is quite dynamic.
It's remarkable.
The cast is wonderful.
Yeah.
But I'm the oldest, I think, and it's just very interesting how I feel now as how I felt then.
Yeah.
I want to talk about it. I want to get rid of the stigma.
Absolutely.
I want to help raise money for funding, mm-hmm. because people are still dying. I was looking at some of my notes, 680,000 deaths, AIDS-related deaths, in 2023. I mean, that's not okay.
No, it's not. No.
1.3 million people are diagnosed with HIV. So,
mm-hmm.
It's just a very interesting time.
Yeah, the numbers are certainly sort of creeping up in necessarily the wrong direction, Jade, in certain cases here. But also the complex care needs of people living with HIV they're changing, they're evolving because, again, like as Billy was just mentioning, a diagnosis really kind of was a death sentence 30, 35 years ago. Now people are living full, wholesome lives, but there are other things that factor into the lives of people living with HIV.
Yeah, I think the other part of the conversation is that they weren't expecting us to be here, so therefore there's no plans in place. Mm-hmm. So what do? We need to have this conversation now, so we can start talking about what long-term care looks like for people living with HIV. Mm-hmm. And I'm just happy that we got to do the documentary because it was very therapeutic for me to share my story because I left, I'm from the States, so I left my hometown of Tampa to get away from telling everyone. And now I'm telling the world.
That must be just, when you look back, both of you, when you look back at that, thinking that you wanted to completely shrouded in secrecy to now talk about it so publicly, that's a development in itself, a positive development in itself. But I mean, are there more developments that you look back on yourself, Billy, and think, hey, it's great that we're talking about this now. It's great that we can move this conversation along now.
Well, I thought my life was over.
Right.
I have a new record that's just been out, Oh Come All You Faithful. So go to billynewtondavis.com. First of all, I have to push that. But I have a single out, a Christmas single that I'm excited about. Yeah. But I didn't think that I was going to be here. Mm-hmm. And I didn't think people would love me anymore. I didn't think I would have a career. I didn't. Yeah. And I just persevered and just like I said, had a lot of love around me. People like this girl, you know, like gave me an award a couple years ago. I'm a 4-time Juno Award winner. So, you know, these awards are very interesting, but to be able to talk about it and to be able to get rid of the stigma and to reach out to the public and let them know, well, I can do this. You can do this.
Absolutely. That's a great message. And listen, we are glad that you are both still here, as the title of the documentary is. Billy, pleasure.
Nick,
Keep it going.
you.
Nice seeing you. Jade as well.
you.
Great to meet you as well.
Nice
Thank
to
you so
meet
much
you.
for being here this morning. Good to see you both.